reason why I am so massively blessed, the reason why I have so much grace, the reason why I have so much emotional, spiritual, physical wealth is because energetically what I've been putting out has been returned to me multifold. And the same is true for you. The same is true for you.
I'm gonna say this, Oprah Winfrey has done, things that people will never do as far as her levels of success. She's been on talk shows, she's been on interviews, and she's said 1,000,001 different things. But this by far is the most important thing I ever heard Oprah Winfrey say. It's when she talked about the gems of why she's successful, why she has what she has. And it comes down to what she said, it's because of what I put out. You know what I'm saying? It's because of what I put out. In other words, it's because of how I treat people. I'm gonna tell you this, man. If nobody ever does any research into certain levels of knowledge, and if nobody ever wants to look into the Kabbalion and all these, pieces of knowledge, if a person just understands that what they put out, in other words, if they just understand that how they treat their brothers and sisters is going to determine the life they live, bro, it's game changing. It's game changing. And I know we always say, I believe the golden rule is, treat your brother like you treat yourself. And we say that kind of thing, those kind of things all the time. But you gotta understand, I remember when I first, and I don't know what this is in the Bible. I guess I could Google it or something. But when I first read in the Bible, and it's in the New Testament, and I don't even know the scenario, when somebody was talking to Jesus or talking to God or something like that, and they said, hey, you know what? I'm not saying if they're saying, hey, I want a certain thing, or I deserve to be a certain place, or I deserve to be in the kingdom, or whatever. But I believe the messenger said something like, they said something like they believe in God. And the messenger said something like, no, when I was thirsty, where were you at? When I was hungry, when I was in jail, why didn't you write me? When you saw me on the side of the road with the cup, panhandling for pennies and dimes, you gave me absolutely no assistance. And I remember the first time I read that, which was several years ago, I thought that was pretty cool. But I didn't understand how deep it was. Because what I understand is this, and I'm gonna tell you this, man. When we talk about our heaven or hell, and this is even if you don't understand what heaven and hell is. When you talk about what heaven and hell is, it'll surprise you when you understand that you are the determining factor if you go to heaven or hell. You are the determining factor. You know what I'm saying? So let's say, for example, you get to the pearly gates and God is showing you what you've done. It's based on how you treated your brothers. It's based on how you treated your sisters, because really that's how you treat yourself. And and the way you treat your brothers and sisters is your treatment towards God. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when the messenger was saying, hey, you say you love God, but where were you when I was in these different scenarios? So in a nutshell, you judge yourself, because that's where all the power is. Now, going back to what Oprah was saying, my life is doing what it's doing. I have billions, I have mansions, I have good people around me, I have peace of mind, because that's what I put out. Man. I'm gonna tell you this. When you understand how powerful that is, and how much of a toll it takes on the life you're going to live, it changes everything. And I'm gonna say this: when you understand that, at that point you'll start treating people different. I don't treat every brother. I don't treat brothers that I don't need like they're my brother. I don't treat them like that just for the sake of treating them like they're my brother. I treat them like that because they're me. They're versions of me. At the same time, they're versions of God. And I'm not sitting there saying that my life is the best, but I'm 100% sure that even with the mistakes that I make, Even with some of the dumb decisions I've made, I understand that life is good strictly because I love my brother and sister like I love God. You know what I'm saying? And this is what you gotta understand. That's good. This is what you have to understand. You try some of that? This is what you have to understand. Once you start moving like that, and to really get to moving like that, I say it all the time because you gotta understand, like something has to take place in a person's mind for them to start treating their brothers and sisters like they treat themselves or like they treat God. Like, and I'm not gonna go through the whole spiel, but like when I talk about, and I'm not gonna go because I could be all day. When I talk about the 2 greatest commandments of men, you know, love God with all your heart, then treat your brother like you treat yourself. Like, you have no idea, as quick as we cover that in the churches, as quick as we cover that in conversation, that by far is hands down the most important section of the Bible. I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. Of all the things in the Bible, thou shalt not do all these things. Thou shalt not commit this. Thou shalt not do all these things. Revelations, people will be doing, you know, burning Sodom and Gomorrah, the whole shebang. Out of all the things in the Bible, by far the most important thing in there is the two greatest commandments of men. Love God with all your heart. Treat your brother like you treat yourself. I can tell when a person has gone through those things. You know what I'm saying? And I may not like an Oprah Winfrey. Let me clean my lens off. I look a little dirty. I may not like an Oprah Winfrey or whatever, whoever. I can tell when a person has gone through that. They see the world different. So you have to understand the first part, love God with all your heart. It lets you see the world through the lens of God first. And once you see the world through the lens of God, then that second one hits you. Love your brother like you love yourself. You're a different person. Screw the crucifixion, screw the drinking of the blood, screw all of that. You're a completely different person after that, man. You know what I'm saying? You're built different after that. You have full control of what life is going to give you after that. How you treat your brother, how you treat your sister, it's a direct reflection of what life is going to give you. It's a direct reflection of what life is going to give you. Now this is the thing, and this is the meat and potatoes of what I want to talk about. But I don't know what kind of dessert this is. It's apples and I don't know if it's cucumbers in here or it's ice cream in here. It's all kind of stuff going on. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's a delicacy, man. We're here at Fat Boys. Pretty good food. This is the thing right here, though. And this is the thing you got to understand. Because even when you have this information, even when you understand that, hey, how I treat my brothers and sisters is how my life is going to be. Even when you understand that, there's still a downside to that. There's still a downside to that. And that downside is, the first thing is, when you have this new way of seeing the world, the first thing is you're gonna think that everybody sees the world like that. You're gonna think everybody has that same love for mankind, same love for humanity, and you'll be in a position where you're easily taken advantage of because you're just giving out love like Oprah. You know what I'm saying? Like Oprah show, and she'd be like, you get a car, you get a car, you get a crib. That's how you're rationing out this God power. Because you think everybody's plugged into it. But what you have to understand is this. When you move like this, when you 2 greatest commandments, when you love brother like you love yourself, love God with all your heart, like Oprah's talking about how I treat people, you have to understand that, and I'll just say it like this, you have to understand that you're literally glowing. You're literally glowing. And when I say glowing, that don't mean you're walking around. No, I mean that. You're literally walking around glowing. It's not the animated glow like we think on some cartoons. but your aura is doing something different than the other 90% of people. 90% of people. Your aura is doing something. And I'm gonna tell you this. When perfect strangers cross your path, they can sense that. They can sense that God energy coming off of you. And if you're unaware that everybody's not plugged into that, I'm gonna tell you this, man, you'll spend several days, weeks, months, for most people several years rationing out that God energy to people that aren't plugged in. Not saying you shouldn't love them like that, but just giving away that God energy. Like until you understand, I'll say it like this. Until you understand that God energy is for you, you'll be confused. You'll say things like, hey man, I'm a good person. I treat people good. I love people. I'm following the 2 greatest commandments, but my life is still crap. It's because, and it took me a long time to understand this. And to be honest, man, I'm still grasping this in real time. That when God is bestowing blessings upon you, that's for you. That's for you. And the thing is, what you'll quickly want to do once you feel this love and feel this God energy, you'll want to give this God energy to everybody. No, that's your blessing. The love that you give to everybody is that love, but you'll start giving your love, your resources, all your time, all your energy, all your essence to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it takes time for you to hone that down in and say, hey, you know what? Like I understand that my life isn't doing a certain thing, because when God is bestowing me with the thing I'm asking for, I'm just giving it away to anybody that I ask. I'm just giving it away to anybody that I ask. That's how most people are moving, man. So it's not that you aren't being blessed. This is a whole nother conversation, because the first conversation I want you to understand, the first part of this conversation, I want you to understand that this light that you seek, these blessings that you seek, it all comes down to how you treat your brothers and sisters. It all comes down to how you treat your brothers and sisters. Like the intent, the true intent. Like I believe yesterday's video I was talking about, I said, hey man, when you get some news about somebody, like say for example, if your partner is saying, hey man, yeah, I'm trying to get a new whip. Or hey man, I'm trying to get a new job. Or hey man, you know what, I've been single for a year, I'm trying to get in a relationship, I'm trying to find a baddie. Like you're going to be putting some kind of energy out about that. You might not say it to you, you might smile in your partner's face and dap them up and say, hey man, you know, I'm wishing you well on this journey you're upon, man. But on the deepest levels of yourself, you're putting some kind of essence out. You have to understand that essence is building your world, because your brother is you. Your brother is you. You know what I'm saying? When you're making a product, for example, when I make YouTube videos, when I make a YouTube video, I'm gonna tell you, everything in me, every single thing inside of me is all about, like, oh man, I want my brothers to know this, man. Like I know some of my brothers are in the dark. I know when they know this, it's gonna change their life. I want them brothers sitting right beside me right here in Bangkok, sitting there talking. I want my brothers. It's kind of like when I post stuff on TikTok, or if I post stuff on Instagram about certain places, man. Like, hey man, you know what? You can get this for this price, man. Come over here and do XYZ. Some brothers be like, hey man, stop telling everybody that. Like, because everybody's gonna start moving and doing it, taking advantage of what you're saying. I'm like, that's what I want. The same thing I want for myself, I want for my brothers. So who am I to gatekeep what God created? You have to understand, when people start gatekeeping, that's a lack mindset. What you're saying is, hey man, I want something all for myself. I don't want my brothers to experience this level of freedom, this level of happiness, this level of prosperity, this level of whatever. I don't want my brothers to experience that. When you gatekeep it, and you have no idea, man, you're really just making life harder for yourself. You're really just making life harder for yourself. So think about that, man. Think about your true intent. Think about your true intent. Think about this. Think about this. And this is how you check this. This is how you can check yourself when it comes to how I feel about my brothers and sisters. This is how you know, because you can sit here and tell yourself, oh no, I'm wishing well for everybody. I want everybody to win, so I want everybody to win. I want everybody to score touchdowns in life. Okay. Then test that, right? When your brother calls you and gives you the good news, hey bro, I got that job. Hey bro, man, you know that chick, man, I was telling you about, work down at Starbucks, man. Like, I got the number, we going out Saturday. Or hey man, I got the new client. Or hey man, I got the new YouTube channel started. I hit my first 100 subscribers. When your partner tells you that, when your next door neighbor pulls up in a brand new car, how do you really feel? I'm not talking about the smile on your face. I'm not talking about the pageant wave you're giving them. I'm talking about on the deepest level of self. How do you feel? That's how you know if you really love your brothers and sisters. And I'm gonna tell you this, man. I don't care if my brothers call me and tell me they got a 17-cent raise. Bro, I'm at the house doing touchdown dances. I get off the phone with my brothers, man, when they call and tell me good news, and I'm walking around and I'm just praising God like it's me, because it is me. It's like, man, if I formed a marriage, and I say all relationships, men, women, children, whatever, all relationships are marriages. And if I have a marriage or relationship with a brother of mine that's winning, that means I'm in that same energy. You know what I'm saying? So when my brother calls me, I don't care if it's a big win or a small win. Brother, I get off the phone. First I'm sitting there, I'm having a touchdown celebration while I'm on the phone with him. I get off the phone, man, and pretty much for the next hour, maybe the rest of the day, brother, I'm lit like it's me. I'm lit like it's me because it is me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if my partners are getting new jobs. I don't care if my partners are winning Grammys. I don't care if my partners are signing contracts with the Lakers. I don't care. It's like, man, I'm celebrating like it's me because it is me. And because I move like that, my life does a certain thing, man. My life does a certain thing. 2 or 3 times out the week, at least 2 or 3 days out the week, because it happened today. I'm sitting there walking, and I'm walking around downtown, I'm down by the river, and it's just like, what's today? It's like, what's today? Is it Monday? The only day I'm really locked in on is Sunday. That's Power Circle Sunday. But when Sunday passes, for the next 3, 4, 5 days, I'm just in my own world, man. And I'm saying that because that's a blessing, bro. Like that time freedom. Like even when I'm walking around the city streets, walking down the terminals, and I see everybody running. They're looking at their clock. They gotta be somewhere. Everybody's in a rush. I'm like, just chill. Like, there's nobody to report to. Let's just enjoy life. Let's just sip coffee and eat some weird ass desserts with ice cream and cucumbers and apple pies in the middle of it, man. Let's just live our greatest life. And I understand that I'm living that life because I love my brother like I love myself. Oprah Winfrey gave you the game, man. But like I said, that's one side of the game. But once you understand what's taking place, understanding that those blessings that are coming your way, like the love of God is the blessing you're supposed to give to your brothers and your sisters. But sometimes when God is giving you these hard blessings, these bonuses in life, these fat paychecks, that's for you. That's yours. That's what you've earned. So live life, man. Live great, man. And just all I'm really saying is this. Because a lot of what I talk about is really just robbing power from the powers that be. You know, like when a lot of people, places and things say that you got to do this and this and this and get this to live a certain kind of life, there are all kind of spiritual laws that say, hey, no, that's bullshit. You ain't got to have a Harvard degree. You ain't got to make $1 million. You ain't got to be XYZ. All you got to do, just one of many things, is love your brother like you love yourself.
The same is true for you. The difference is, I energetically was speaking to millions of people every day with the intention of being a force for good. I said to the producers, do not bring me a show idea unless you are clear about what the intention is.